Hey everybody, Ed from Paranormal Inc. Ohio here, back at it again with another live with a special guest, my beautiful wife Kendra. We are here to do a live debate on believers and non-believers of the paranormal. So,
believer,
I wouldn't say not so much non-believer, but you know, she has some very good insights with things. And so we're just going to go ahead and start. Whenever people jump on here, like if you're catching this now and you don't see the live up there, that means you're catching the replay, which is cool, so you guys will see that as well.
Still say hi.
You still say hi all you want on there.
Still hit the share button.
And still hit the share button, yes. She's really good at this.
I am.
It's like you've done this for a while.
I've only done this for 9 years.
Oh, for 9 years?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Hit the share button, throw up some hearts, you know the dealio.
So, we're going to go ahead and start. You guys jump on and check it out. I know a lot of people said they were going to be on here tonight, and I can't wait to see you guys. I know Sean Mormon and Casey's going to be on here. Haven't seen them in a while. Glad to see you guys on there again.
Ruth is coming.
Ruth is coming. Ruth always comes.
Shannon I don't think
always
Michelle's
comes.
going to be here because Michelle is currently live right now with my crack. I mean her live business.
Oh, her live business.
Yeah, also known as my crack. Michelle gets me in trouble. Jessica, Derek, all of them. So, hey, hi, Sean. How are you?
Casey and I love you. Thank you so much, Sean.
You're really going to love it tonight because I'm on here.
Yeah, that's what she says. She's on here. And, of course, Roger is down here with Bluebell. They are with us as well. Roger, if you don't stop walking on my foot.
You know.
So, all right, we're going to start out. But I want to do a little thing real quick. This in no way hinders anyone's beliefs in religion. I'm not trying to get anybody mad. This is just a couple of people talking about their beliefs in the paranormal. Again, has nothing to do with religion, so nobody should get upset. It's just, Roger, what are you doing?
He has no idea.
You turning TVs on and...
I mean, you know.
Where you going? Apple TV, Rod?
Turned it back on, too. Alright, so Ed and I get into this stuff a lot where we will start talking about... Hi, if you don't know me, I'm Kendra. I'm his wife.
My wife, Kendra.
Guys, but we will get into this quite a bit where we will just start randomly having discussions about...
Our dog turned the TV on.
about paranormal, and I always joke with everyone and I say that I deal with the living and he deals with the dead.
Sorry, I gotta hop. Go!
But so we get talking about this quite a bit, and I wouldn't say that I'm a non-believer, but I tend to find the logical reason. What else could it have been? The science. He's more of, it's a ghost.
No, wait. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes during investigations I hear things and I'll say to myself, maybe it's not paranormal. Maybe it's a pipe. Maybe it's something that's fallen down. So not every single time. Now, she does have a point because usually I jump to, it's a ghost. Right off the rip. It's a spirit. It's got to be that. So, continue.
Me, on the other hand, I'm never going to tell you that ghosts aren't real because I do believe some instances, but not every instant. I myself have had my own experience, but logically I try to explain them. I don't know if I explain them to myself because I don't want to be creeped out or if it's just how I am. Yes, very much so. So back when I was like 16, 17 years old, I could have been closer to 18, I don't remember. My friend and I had this house, and I would hear what I thought was her son up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I would get up and I'd go in there and I'm like, Nikolai, what are you doing? And he is sound asleep, right? Sound asleep. So I'm sitting there like, I'm gonna catch him, you know, so I just stood there, silent, not making any moves. I hear it again. I barged through that bedroom door like I am the Kool-Aid man, alright? Still, sound asleep. So at that point in time, I said, well, you do whatever you're doing here, Mr. Ghost Man, and we're gonna go back to bed and pretend none of that happened, okay? But you would hear this basketball bouncing down the staircase, and it was a big staircase that had the L shape to it, and you went down to another one, and you would hear this basketball, and I'm like, what is this? So, of course, logically, somebody playing with the basketball outside.
At what time?
You know, time where people should be asleep, but still, somebody was bouncing that basketball outside. Well, lo and behold, we found out that the house that we were living in, it was a newer house versus the Victorian houses that were all around us. The house, that lot was empty for 10 years before someone purchased it and built the house that we were living in at the time. Before that, there was a fire, and a child sadly had died in the house fire. And you know, so we were talking, we had a something that people don't do nowadays, a neighborhood party, and we were talking to some of the people there, and you know, we had a couple elderly people that had been there all their lives, and she was talking about how this kid always would be coming home from school bouncing a basketball. Shut the front door, right? So there has to be logic to this.
So is it still somebody out bouncing a basketball when they should be
There
asleep?
is still somebody out there bouncing a basketball when they should be sound asleep. Go to bed.
Okay.
So I'm not going to say that I don't believe, but I believe more in, we got on the topic of this too, a lot of times. So I believe in coincidences that tend to transpire, like there was just a coincidence somebody was out there bouncing that basketball.
This woman, let me tell you, number one, has never stepped foot in my office.
No.
Never. She will not step foot into it. Number two, it is always a coincidence. Hey, Kimberly! It's always a coincidence.
You know, Kimberly's my mother-in-law, right?
You're
Yeah.
you're my mom? Hi, Mom!
Her daughter's Ashley. You see me wear her t-shirt, like,
Oh, yeah.
I have survived Ashley Ryan.
Yeah.
That's her daughter.
Cool. So everything's a coincidence with this woman. Everything. Now, understandable. I get it. She wants to find a rational explanation. I used to be the same way. I didn't believe in the paranormal at all, period, until it happened to me. And now, and man, that was 1995, I believe. 95. And since...
Hi, Pam.
Hi, Pam! And ever since 2005, I have made this kind of like my passion and now my profession. And it's hard for me to turn that part of me off. Like when I hear things and, you know, people are like, huh! You know, I'm like, ooh, what could that be? You know, I automatically think it's paranormal. But...
Hello, daughter.
Hi, daughter. How are you? So...
Ghosts don't scare me. Children do.
Oh, they don't?
Yeah.
Ghosts?
Just kids.
Ghosts don't scare you? You want to go to my office?
Nope.
Why not? They don't scare you, right?
You got Satan spawns in his office. Satan spawn. Now, I like to collect weird stuff, okay? I'm right up there. I love to collect weird stuff, let's not lie. But when he started bringing home these dolls, I looked at him, I said, let me tell you how this is about to play out, alright? So, you're going to go get you some holy water. You're going to go get a preacher. You're going to get a pastor. You're going to get whatever can pray. And you're going to put holy water in these glass containers with every single one of them little dolls.
And in my defense, I told Kendra, I said, hey, I found some dolls. And she said, okay. So I got them. And I'm continuing to get them.
Until I learned the backstory. We kind of left that part out though. But until I found the backstory, yeah. I mean, when the family gets a call from an oddity store to come and pick up what they left them.
The family first tried to give them to a thrift store. And I think it was Salvation Army. And the Salvation Army actually called them back the next day and said, come get these things. We don't want them anymore. They're messing with customers. The lights are flickering on and all. Things are flying off the shelves. And that's when they got with
the Cedarville. Cedarville store.
The Cedarville store. They actually got with, this oddity place. They contacted me and said, hey, we got these dolls. So I went and checked them out. Kind of told her about it. She was okay with it. And noted I said kind of. And so we got these dolls. And then I told her the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel bad about that. Which you should never...
Liar, pants on fire.
Ever lie to your spouse. But technically I didn't.
Happy wife.
Technically I didn't. She asked me what they were, and I said they were dolls. And she knows that I go out of my way to find this stuff. So...
Yeah. Yeah. So a box comes in the mail. Shannon.
Shannon. Yes, Shannon, you got me in a...
A box comes in the mail, and I was like, oh, it's from Shannon. So I was getting ready to open it.
I said, no, don't open it.
Don't open that. So I'm thinking, oh, Shannon got me a gift again. He goes, it's a voodoo doll. A voodoo...
Yeah, I said it's a gift for me. It's a voodoo doll.
Yeah, so, but back to what we were on here for. So we'll get in topics, okay? That's the campground place.
Oh, okay.
So we'll get into topics and stuff where we will be talking. Hello, Missy.
Hello, Missy.
And where he will hear something, and one location that we went to specifically, okay? So he says to me, I want you to go on a ghost hunt with me. For what?
But ghosts don't scare her now.
Well, we need to go on to a ghost. Well, I need to go. Little boy, I got bad luck already. At some point in time in my previous life, I must have been a semi driver and broke every piece of mirror in my load. Okay? And so he says, hi honey, how are you?
Hey!
And he says, I want you to go. So I did. I went.
That's a good wife.
Supporting wife. I went, okay? And we were up on what? The third floor? Fourth floor? I can't remember. The prison.
Oh, we was on the third floor.
Okay, so we're up there on the third floor, right? We're hearing all these wookie stories that has actually went on there, and we're hearing them from actual inmates that were in the prison and experienced all this stuff, okay? So we're listening, and I'm like, it's the creepiest crap I've ever seen in my life. I just wanted to get out, okay? So I take this picture, all right? The room is old. I mean, obviously. It's super old. But I take this photo. We come home later that night. We're, of course, going through there. I'm still giving Taya crap because she decided to make me feel like I was in New Orleans. And I got no beads. That's all I'm going to say.
Taya's so afraid of heights that we were going downstairs. And she was holding Kendra's shirt so tight. Her entire chest was just
out there for the world to see. And I didn't make no money. And I didn't get no beads. Anyhow. So we get home. We're going over everything. And then I showed you this picture. And I said this room was not like this. You can literally see in this picture. You can literally see. He has posted it multiple times. And you can see that there's like blood in this prison cell on the floor. And I hand to God,
you can't see it with just your eyes.
It was just on the picture. So then They leave and they go into this other room where there's, I guess, a lot of activities and stuff like that. And they're all sitting in there with glowing balls and recorders and talk to me, show me a sign. And when you say show me a sign, well, if it ain't Ace of Base, I'm out, okay? And so, do you remember that band?
Yes! I saw the sign.
Anyway, so if you're not rocking that, I'm done. Out. Gone. Yep. No. So I go exploring on my own. Stupid.
I told her not to.
Stupid.
I said don't do it.
So I'm just going down this hallway, and I am a photographer, so I'm taking pictures of, you know, paint coming off the wall, rusted looking things, just because, you know, it's cool photography. Well, then I come across this room. The room is black as black can get with only a chair in, and my first thought,
yeah.
My first thought was, let's go in there. No.
So if you know Mansfield, and if you've ever been there, this room is notorious for a lot of activity being in this room. There is something dark that is inside that room, and Kendra went ahead and stumbled upon it by herself. After I told her, I said, hey, probably shouldn't do that. And she goes, I know what I'm doing. So she knew what she was doing, so she stumbled out by herself. See that little, that's her saying, yeah, Ed's right. But,
yeah.
So she quickly came and got me.
I did go in the room, and where there was no light bulbs, till I turned on the light on my phone. And I did a couple recordings, and then you just seen something go in front, which has been posted on Facebook as well. So you see something just go across it, and I was like, oh, it's time to go that way. Yeah, so I left on the quickness, and I went down there while they were still down in that room with their balls going clear across the room, and lights was going, and they're like, well, make it light up again if that was you. And it's like, well, I don't know if it might have been them, but something is in there, and you gonna need to go in there because I captured it on the camera.
So
okay,
I go there with her, and I tell her, I say, I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna shut the door. She says, you're gonna do what? I said, I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna shut the door. I said, you can come in here with me if you want. So she did. So she came in. Until we shut the door and it was pitch black. And then she immediately exited. Mm-hmm. But we got some really good evidence in that room.
Yeah.
Excuse me. The Ovilus was just kicking out names and saying some pretty bad things.
Is that loud, annoying thing? I hate that thing so much. It's like nails on a chalkboard.
No. That's the spirit box.
Oh, I don't like that thing.
She hates it because it has all the white noise. In the box. The Ovilus is just the thing that says the words.
Oh,
and there's no white noise behind it.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of stuff in there, and we finished up, and we went through the whole place. Now, up in the chapel was where all the crazy stuff was happening. I got video of something saying, help me, as we're going into it.
Plain as day.
Just help me. Like a little, I don't know if it was a little kid but the floor directly above the chapel was the area that caught fire and killed a whole lot of people.
Hundreds of inmates.
Way back when.
They were stuck.
Yeah. So, and a lot of other things happened up in the chapel, which I have this all on Paranormal Link Ohio on Facebook. You guys can check all that stuff out on there. But the reason why we're telling that is because when we went to Mansfield, I also showed her my favorite spot that I have ever investigated, the Bisman Building in Mansfield. You remember that?
Yeah, because that's where Shawshank Redemption was reported.
So it's one of the best investigations I have ever been on.
And movie.
I've never seen Shawshank Redemption.
Just don't even talk to me. Get the papers.
I've never...
How have you been to the places?
I just never seen it. I never took the time to watch it, I guess. I worked in a prison, so I figure I had enough of prison. You want to watch a show about prison?
Get the papers.
I am going to watch it, so I will watch it.
I've never watched Shawshank Redemption, and yet you've been there. Go ahead.
But, one of the best places I ever investigated. I was with Danny Alderson when he was investigating with me, and that place did not disappoint. All night long there was everything, but we've already heard that ghost story. So now we're going to start the debate. I'm going to ask Kendra some questions. I'm going to answer my own questions first, and then she can answer them, so you guys can kind of get a little feel. And if you guys have questions too,
ask away.
Ask away. We'll answer the questions. So, Kendra.
Just don't ask him about Shawshank Redemption.
Question number 1.
Okay.
Have you ever came in physical contact with a spirit?
You already know the answer to this. This is a loaded question. Okay, so yes.
I just wanted you to tell the story.
I kind of figured. So a place that we were living, I got this location that we were living many moons ago, and I started having some things happen, and of course I'm like, it's a pipe downstairs, you know, it's this, it's that, it's this, because again, I have to have logic. I am a science logical person, okay? And like, I don't believe in Bigfoot, aliens, stuff like that. Just give me a break now. And so I said something to the landlord, and the landlord says, oh yeah. And I'm like, come again? She goes, yeah. She goes, there was a night that I got up real early, couldn't sleep, and I went and took my shower and everything, and fell asleep downstairs in the living room. And she goes, I woke up to her boyfriend's father sitting there, just kind of tapping her leg. Well, problem with that is his dad died about 10 years ago. So, yeah, then there was that. I never knew anything about, look, we're talking about
Did you see the lights?
and you just see that. That kind of freaks me out a little bit. It's a logical reason. It's probably really hot outside and the power went out.
Power surge.
Power surge, that's all it is. So, that was a little creepy. Hi, honey! So
Hey,
anyhow, we go on, and I never
Thank
knew
you.
anything about no devil's hours or anything like that. Never heard of it before. You know, so in this place, I had a room that is completely and utterly shut off. It is still shut off to this day. What, 9 years later?
Yeah.
It is not only shut off, I have it barricaded, I have it hidden, I have stuff shoved up underneath the doors, I have the door frame taped, I have big huge wood things in front of it. You cannot even tell that there is a door there. I don't like it. Hi! Boo!
Ooh!
I don't like the room. The room gives off a horrific vibe. Now, with me saying that, I need you to know that the homes used to be a military-based home. This room actually has a big steel thing in the wall with a chain on it. Now, I don't know why that's there and don't want to know why it's there. It is very old. The house is very old. Once we got in there, we were cleaning everything out because there was tons of stuff there. And I started cleaning stuff out. And we're talking birth certificates were left there. Social security cards was left there. Diplomas was down there. But all the names were different. So I called the landlord. I'm like, can you please get a hold of the people that used to live here? Because, you know, we found their information. Well, apparently it was from the people that lived here right before me and right before them. All of them stated, keep it. I don't want it. Just throw it away. So I was like, wait, what? Again, didn't think anything of this, right? So I did. I threw it all away, shredded it up so nobody could take their identity and whatnot, and I went ahead and put stuff in there. I can tell you that stuff to this day is still in there, and it will never come out, ever. What went in there will stay there forever. And I got some very meaningful stuff in there. Like my Christmas tree got put in there. That's got my very first Christmas ornaments on it. They will forever stay in there. I want nothing of that room whatsoever. Again, didn't know nothing about Devil Hour. I worked all the time. I basically hid downstairs because the living situation wasn't exactly very well. So I hid there all the time, and I would get this horrible, anxious like feeling, and I don't run, okay? So if I am running, there's something bad back there. You don't want to go to it, okay? So I went darting up those steps as fast as I could possibly go. Let me tell you, my feet turned into the road runner, all right? I was going quicker than what my body could even keep up with. My butt was clear up there. Meanwhile, my belly is still stuck stuck there. And it was right at like 3 o'clock. Well, again, I had no idea about anything like that, and it was just really weird feeling. So again, I believe to an extent. So the major thing that I've ever happened, to answer his question, which he knew where we were going, so I had to tell you some tidbits before I got into it.
Actually, just wanted you to tell that story part of the story.
Well, they had to know the other part.
Oh, yeah,
otherwise,
sure.
they wouldn't understand.
All right, yeah, okay.
Okay, so that room, bad juju room, 110%. Okay. So I go to get up one day, and I'm going down a hallway that is in this location, and all of a sudden, I saw with my own eyes, and I felt it to my core being, okay? There was a man, I could describe him to a sketch artist to this day. I saw him. He was in like a button-down shirt. My stuff is still in there. It will stay in there forever. I will never touch any of it again.
Her stuff is still at this house. We're far away, and she will not. I said, babe, I can go get it. She said, no, I do not want it in my house. I was like, okay.
And so I could see his face. I could see his sideburns. He has, like, what were those called? Chops?
Oh,
like the sideburns.
The chops, the mutton chops.
He has blonde hair, white guy, and let me tell you, this man was absolutely 110%. He just walked straight through me like I was not even there. He was almost in a running stage. I can see his brown shoes with his tiny little laces that were on them, and he was just in an utter panic. Okay, just in an utter panic. No, no. So yes, I do believe, but maybe not as much as what, say, you or other people that do what you do go and do.
Okay, I can see that. Now, the difference between me and other people that go and do this stuff, I love doing this. It's a passion. And a lot of my stuff, when I go on investigations, nothing happens. Because I don't want to play it and add fake stuff and be like, oh man, oh God. I'm not in it for that. I'm in it to prove the existence of the paranormal. So, my rebuttal to that is I had my own experience once. I was 15 years old. I just got a Ouija board from a friend, and I was stupid back then. And I waited till Mom and Dad was gone, and I went down in our basement, which was the scariest place known to man at that time. Sean, if you're watching, I believe you've seen the basement in my mom and dad's house. It is quite like a dungeon. And I went down there one night, I lit some candles, and I wanted to see if the paranormal, if ghosts were real. My mom was really into this stuff, like forever. She had books, everything, all that stuff. So I thought she was crazy, so I was like, yeah, you're nuts. My brother...
Aren't most parents?
Yeah. My brother would tell me things like, oh man, I seen some stuff upstairs. I hear some things, and I'm like, Joey, you're intoxicated 9 times out of 10. I don't know what's true, which, God, I love my brother to pieces. He's a very, very good man. Doesn't do any of that crap anymore, but he liked to drink back then. So, you know, I couldn't tell what was real and what was not with Joe. And Dad, if anybody would say something to Dad would just shut it down. He wouldn't hear anything about it.
He still does.
He's still that way. Nothing. You want to hear nothing about it. So I waited for them to leave. Joe was gone. I believe he was with a girlfriend. It was just me in the house. I took the Ouija board downstairs because I figured go to the scariest place to get the scariest reaction, right? So I turned the light off downstairs. I'm already terrified. Already. I lit some candles. I put the Ouija board down. And I'm asking all sorts of questions and nothing. Roger, come here. You want to say hi? Come on.
Go ahead.
Ow, Roger. Hey, that tail, boy. So, I'm asking all sorts of questions. Nothing's happening. So I'm getting angry at this point. I'm like, well, this is stupid. Why am I down here wasting my time? So, I let go of the planchette, and it moved. Like, not a big, like it was thrown. Was it a good or bad spirit? Roger, Ruth, say hi. Missy, are you asking myself, or are you asking Kendra if it was a good or bad spirit? So,
If you're asking me, I believe it was good. I just think something bad was happening to them.
So, the planchette moved a little bit. It wasn't like a great bit. I mean, I could have been taking my hand off of it and just would have, flipped. Hi, Bluebell. And so I was like, whatever. This is crap. My dad used to keep hubcaps. No lie. He was in the hubcaps. And he kept them inside his workroom that was downstairs in the basement. And I heard like 3 of them fall. Now, okay, yeah, Kendra. All right, thanks, Missy. So, when Dad hung things up, he did not play around. He did not want this stuff to fall. So he made sure that it was hung correctly and it would not fall down. So, Bluebell, Ruth, say hi. She said hi, Ruth. And the big babies, look. Mommy spoils them.
Get my big babies.
I spoil them too, but not like her. But, so, I heard that fall. I immediately shot up. I went in, turned my dad's work light on, and like the hubcaps were on the ground. So I hang them back up. I'm like, okay, it's just a fluke. They just fell, whatever. I turn the light off. I go sit down to the Ouija board again, thinking maybe I can get something, and they fall again. They just fall again. So...
What were they? How were they hung?
They were hung, like, Dad would put these nails. They were big, honking nails, man. He'd put them in there, and they were spokes. So, like, he would hang it where he would fit the nail through the spoke. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had to literally grab this, pull, to get it off the nail.
See, that's where me and you, our debate comes in. Because to me, a wind could have been down there.
But it was...
Could have been moving.
But... The nail was through the spokes, so it could be. I've seen it windy down there, and they would just clank against the wall because that nail would keep them from coming off. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like Dad would keep like a industrial fan down there when he was down there working, so I seen it. Mm-hmm. But I get where you're coming from. I knew you was going to say that. I knew she was going to say that.
There's got to be another reason why it came off the wall.
So. I go back, the second time it fell, I run to Dad's workroom. I see that it fell. At this point, I'm just, to hell with this, I'm done. All right. she's gonna go let Raji out. At this point, I'm like, to hell with this, I'm done. And I ran upstairs, and I did the number one bad thing that you're not supposed to do. I didn't say goodbye on the Ouija board. And I actually just left it down there. And I ran upstairs, I ran to my room. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I jumped in my bed, threw the blankets over my head. You know that whole thing when you were a kid, like, oh, it can't get me, I'm under the blanket. So that was my whole mindset, right? So a couple hours go by, nothing happens. I go back downstairs. And this is where it gets weird. You feel, it just feels so different down there. And almost like something's watching you. So I go to get the Ouija board, because if Dad would have came home and saw that Ouija board down there and then found out that I was the one that put it down there, oh Lord, nope, I wouldn't be here talking to you this day. So I go to pick up the Ouija board, and I swear on everything, I heard what sounded like Eddie whisper. Everybody called me Eddie back then. Scared me half to death. And I was like, nope, it's just my imagination. I'm going to grab this thing. I'm going to get out of here. And I grabbed the Ouija board. I go up the stairs. I'm standing there because in the basement, once you get downstairs, there was this really long hallway that went all the way down to a toilet. Yeah, I'm dead serious. Nothing but a toilet. And the breaker box. And I'm looking down there, and I swear I think I see something. But again, I think it's just, my mind playing tricks on me. I'm freaked out. So I go to turn around and leave, and it feels like something just rushes up behind me. Like you feel the wind, like someone rushes up behind you and you feel the wind kind of blow through you. That's what it felt like. I'm frozen in terror. I'm just absolutely scared out of my mind at this point. And yes, the dogs love their mama. And I'm just like, I gotta get out of here. So, for some reason, I say to myself, or I say out loud, I'm going upstairs, and who's gonna stop me? And I hear it whisper in my ear, like right in my ear, says, I will. And gone. I boogied up them stairs. And ever since that night, for about 20 years, something followed me everywhere. It was always with me. It would always do some of the craziest things, and which you all are going to learn about later on. But as soon as Kendra gets back in here, I can ask more questions. So I believe I have been touched by a physical something. I think this was a bad something that I shouldn't have been messing around with, but I thought I was untouchable back then. Can you hand me that cup, please? I thought I was untouchable back then, and it happened. Sorry, but I needed a drink, guys. So, yes, I believe in physical attention. Now, the next question. As soon as Kendra gets back in here.
Go ahead, I can hear you.
You can hear me? Okay. Do you believe in... Okay. Here's the good one. Now, if someone says that they're possessed by a demon, okay, do you believe that they could be possessed by something evil, or is it all just mental illness?
I do not believe that you can be possessed. I'm not even going to say that I think it's mental illness. In some cases, it could probably be mental illness. They could just be bat crap crazy. But I think it's more along the lines of, oh, you know, I did those bad things. It wasn't me. I was possessed by a demon.
See, a lot of serial killers have done that. They tried to say they was possessed.
No, you ain't possessed. You just evil. I'm not into the gray when it comes to that. Yeah, I believe it's pretty much black and white. You either are a good person or you're a bad person. You're not a goody bad person. There's no such thing as that. So you're either a good person or a bad person. So you're either...
There's no gray in between.
No. I just think they're evil.
Okay. So, I believe that people can be possessed. But I also believe that what she says, 100%. I also believe that there is a lot of mental illness out there. There is an actual professor that goes with the Vatican Church. There you did it again. That goes with the Vatican Church, and he will go out and he will assess if he thinks it is mental illness or faking or demonic possession. And he has proven all three in his findings and his evidence and his recordings. So, my next question to you, I think you know what I'm talking about when I say LaToya Ames, the Demon House. Remember the show we watched, Zach Bagans' Demon House?
Oh, with the staircase?
Yeah, with the staircase?
Yeah, I've seen it. I've been with it.
Oh yeah, you went and seen Bagans'
I was in
museum.
Vegas for the company that I'm with. We were in Vegas and we went there. So yeah, I know what you're talking about on that.
All right, so how do you explain where was this at? Was that in
Indiana?
Indiana. Was it Indiana? Okay.
I can't remember, but I'm thinking of I think
it was Indiana too. So the police chief of Gary, Indiana, it was Gary, Indiana, the police chief of Gary, Indiana, 2 social workers, CPS workers, all claimed that they seen this child walk backwards up the wall. That they seen this child levitate and speak in a language that's been dead since Christ. Aramaic, the dead language of Christ.
I just think they got a hold of a bad batch of you-know-what, and they just were crazy.
All right.
No. I mean, and this is where I have my debates with myself, because no, I don't believe that child walked up a wall backwards. I have visually seen... We unfortunately were not allowed to be in the room. We were actually behind like 10 sheets of glass in order to even see this staircase.
Yeah.
And so I mean, I've actually seen it, and then the one with the chair.
Oh yeah, the Busby chair. Yeah.
So like I've seen that up close and personal.
You seen Kevorkian's van, didn't you?
Yes, I touched Kevorkian's van. Got in trouble. And then the guy that put people in barrels, who was he? In the barn? Tell you, it's that one serial killer. She's like the serial killerologist.
Ed Gein?
Is that the one that put him in the barrel?
Yeah, because Bagans has his pot. His big cauldron.
Yes, yeah. I got to, I touched it. We weren't supposed to touch anything, but I just don't listen very well. And so I touched it, and being that I'm was a hospice nurse, Jack Kevorkian and I, we kind of think the same. Now, I'm not saying it in the religious, I don't think anybody should take their own lives because of religion reasons, but I do believe if we can euthanize our pets because we love them so much and we don't want them to be in agonizing pain, and we want them to be able to die with dignity. Being a hospice nurse for so many years and watching people die in the most horrific mannerisms, I fully believe in what, maybe not so much on all the ways that he did it, but I do believe that that is some topic that needs to be brought up. But anyhow, yes, I don't think that.
Did not believe in paranormal at all.
So she witnessed it herself.
Right. I was the same way.
Yeah. I just don't believe them. I don't believe that anybody is possessed. I just think it's a bunch of hogwash and you're trying to get out of being in trouble for a lesser sentence, I guess you could say. Next question.
Okay, next question. Alright, so let's go like this, okay? Do you believe that an object can be possessed by something?
I do.
So what is the difference?
But no. I don't think it's possessed by something. I just think it's got bad juju stuff
So
in
you
it.
think there's like an attachment to it?
Yes.
So whatever the world put out is what got
Yes.
stuck
In it.
inside. So the dolls.
Yeah, they bad.
Michelle thinks they're bad too. If Michelle's lying. Well, no, Michelle's lying. I forgot.
Yeah. They bad. They're bad.
Okay. So this is what we do. Like, we sit here and we'll just debate this all the time.
But like, you can put stuff in, what was that box? Divot
The
box?
Dybbuk box?
Yes,
Yeah.
seen that. I've seen that in person.
But that's supposedly a demon. Because the Dybbuk box, it's the Dybbuk is Hebrew for demon.
Right.
And the Dybbuk box is made to capture or summon a demon. The Dybbuk box was originally made by some concentration camp. There's people inside in a concentration camp. They put their hair, their tooth, their ring, and everything else
Right.
to try to summon something to help them. Well, once it was summoned, it got free. So then they turned the box. They put a mirror inside of it with etchings around. And that way the demon goes into the box. When a demon sees itself, it can't move.
Right.
So that's
But
pretty
why?
much because it's pure evil. A demon was never really alive. A demon, and they want, the reason why they possess and they do what they do is they want what we have, life. They never got to walk the earth. Demons were all fallen from heaven with the failed coup from Satan trying to overthrow God, and he casted them all to the lake of fire. All right, they're mad because they listened to Satan and now they're stuck in hell.
Okay.
So they never really got to walk the earth as a living being. They're not an angelic angel anymore. They are just like a roach. They're evil. And that's all they're good for is evil. So the reason why they try to take over so much is because they want what we have. They want life.
Right.
And that's why they constantly go on the attack.
So do you think that demons, the evil demons,
Mhm.
are only things that you can't see? Or that fell from heaven and the gates of hell and all that? So is that the only thing that you believe, like, that is a demon?
Yes. And I will, and let me put it like this. The fallen, the original fallen angels, Satan, Beelzebub, Asmodeus, Leviathan, Beelzebub.
But if they're so bad, why would you be able to say their names? I mean, wouldn't that bring bad juju
Yes
to
and
you?
no. I mean, yes and no, because you got to think there's a hierarchy of the underworld like there's a hierarchy of our military. Okay? Our military top dog is Biden. President of the United States. Second is the general. You know what I mean? And so on and so
Yeah.
forth, so forth. Well, the hell, they have legions. Top dog is Satan, Lucifer, whatever you want to call him. And then the Antichrist, and then so on, so forth, and so forth. And each demon has a legion of evil spirits that is there at their beckoning call. So that's why I think like demons are demons, the fallen, the original fallen, which there was more than just 7 or 8. There was hundreds that
Right.
fell. And I believe people that die and go to hell become evil spirits. You're tormented in hell. Like Satan is not going to look at you and go on earth and do this and do this and this, because you're there to suffer with him.
Right.
That's what it is. So the demons, which there are a lot of, yes, and you do say their name. The only way that I believe, and I'm not saying that I'm 100% correct in this, is when you say a demon's name, is when you're in communication with it. Like something is already trying to communicate with you, and you're communicating with it.
Okay.
And then it says its name, or it spells its name out on the Ouija board, or you hear it on, you know, a digital recorder or whatever. You're looking through a book, a demonology book, to find out what demon is what and this and that, and you say its name, and yes, you just opened yourself up to a can of worms. But that's what they want. They want to trick you into doing that.
See, I think, in my opinion, that's a bunch of hogwash.
Okay.
I don't think that there's demons that came from under the world or up above or nothing like that. I don't think demons are this scary thing that, you know, is from a legion and all that, this and that. I think demons walk the earth with us every day and we're able to see them. I think demons are people, some, that are sitting in prison because they ate and killed an entire family.
Now see, those people that ate and killed the entire family were under the guidance of an evil spirit.
See, that's what
of a demon. I don't think a demon would physically come here and let itself be caught and put in prison.
I just don't think that there are demons. I think that we look at them every day in their eyes.
100%.
I don't think that they're just I just don't believe in demons. I guess.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Just that they just
people are evil.
Evil.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And that's alive every day.
I've seen a lot of bad things happen. I've seen people be at their worst. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And like I could totally agree with you. I believe people are evil. They are, 100%. But there's also good in people too.
Yes.
So it's that balance. You see what I'm saying?
Like, so we're going to use Jeffrey Dahmer for an example, okay? Just because he is like...
one of the most evilest people in the world?
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to use him, all right? Or Charles Manson. One of them, okay? In my opinion, they were never possessed. They were just bad seeds the moment that they were born. Have you ever had somebody or known somebody in your life where you're like, this person, and I don't mean it like you're judging a book by its cover. I'm saying you literally know that this person is just bad news. You don't want people around them. You yourself don't want to be around them because you know they're just going to be bad. Now, I'm not saying they're going to go out and be in bar fights all the time or steal cars. I mean, you wholeheartedly believe this person could literally take another life, okay? Mm-hmm. That kind of bad.
Yes.
So, like, say Jeffrey Dahmer gets put in prison. He got killed in prison, right?
Yes, he was killed.
So, let's say he gets put in prison and he does not get killed in prison. But all of a sudden, he has seen the light and he has seen his ways and he is going to make a change. Do you believe in that kind of stuff?
Now,
because I do not.
Let me explain how I believe, okay? I believe once you've done some pretty bad things, like murder, you know, horrific things, like Jeffrey Dahmer raped, killed, ate, fed people to people without them knowing that they were eating people. And I do not believe. Now, Christianity will tell me as being raised as a Christian. I am a Christian man now. I love Jesus and God. But I don't believe that anybody can just ask for forgiveness and get it. The Bible says if you are truly repentant, that God will forgive you. I'm sorry, I remember the Old Testament as well as the New Testament. And in the Old Testament, God didn't play that.
No.
He wasn't about that. You know, you did wrong like that, then you're going to hell.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, I don't believe that if Jeffrey Dahmer would have seen the light. And it's the same way, like people say, well, Hitler could have asked for forgiveness. No!
No.
There's no way God would have gave Hitler forgiveness.
That was the devil himself
Yes,
the flesh.
yes, Adolf Hitler was the devil himself in the flesh that walked the earth.
Yes.
So, no, I do not believe that if he saw the light and he just got this whole... No, I don't believe that. I want to believe that because of the way I was raised and because of what I was taught. But I'm also a logical thinker sometimes, too much than what I should be.
Yeah, I just...
And I don't think...
You come back from that. You're just born that way.
Now, here... Are you finished?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's another question. We're going to go back to where those cops and social workers saw the child walk backwards up the wall. Okay? Now, scientific studies has shown that we only use 3% of our brain.
Correct.
Now, if you believe that we have found a way to unlock our power of our brain for a full 100%, that there is more that we could do in the physical world with just our mind, if we had that full potential. So, say, just hypothetically speaking, that this girl had her brain at 100%. Don't know how it happened. It just happened. Mm-hmm. And she was able to use that to walk up the wall.
Yeah, I just think she was batshit crazy.
But how do you explain her walking backwards up a wall?
I would have needed to seen it.
I showed it to you. We watched it.
No.
We watched the actual footage.
To been there in person to see this broad walk up. That just, I don't believe it. I mean, the human brain, as you know, I find beyond fascinating.
Oh yeah, me too.
For my free time, I have tons of books on the human brain.
Yeah.
I find the human brain completely something that is so interesting. How a woman, well, use her as an example, can believe that she is so pregnant that her body starts mimicking of her being pregnant, when in all actuality she is not pregnant.
That I've known somebody that has happened to.
So, you know, the human brain itself can do so much. But I think, as my favorite saying goes about, you know, the brain protects itself with scar tissue, I think it's the same way when it comes to that. I think the reason that we don't use our brain 100% at that time is because I don't think we mentally would be capable of doing it. I think we would just go crazy.
Yes. I'm with you on that, too. The only reason why I brought that up is because you got to think about the brain has so many neurons.
Right.
That are just not active. They're just shut down.
Yeah.
And if you could open that.
Like and then you're like sixth sense, you know.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like you would be able to. Anyway, we're going to go down a rabbit hole with me with this, because one night we talked about this and I kept going and going and going because the brain fascinates me as well as it fascinates her. So, do you believe in miracles? Raj.
I'm kind of torn on this one because I don't even know how to put this one into words. God, that was a gut punch of a question,
Well,
man.
I'm sorry, man. Like, we're going...
Yeah, I do.
Listen, you're a perfect example of that.
I do believe in miracles to an extent. Because I think... I mean, I'm not just saying there that you got a deck of Uno cards with, you know, what's going to happen to you in your life.
Oh, yeah. I'm not saying that
But
either.
I do think that all of us are born to, unfortunately, live some of the things that we have to live because we have to go through them so that way we get to help. I think all of us are born, even though they say no child is born with a purpose, I do in some instances believe that we are born with a purpose because we are going to go through things that's completely different than what you're going to go through.
Right.
You know, Pam's going to go through or what Missy may go through because that's their path that they have to travel. It's because they are one day going to be able to help other individuals because of what it is that they have been able to go through. They'll be able to touch other lives as well. So with that being said, I do believe that we're born with a deck of cards, and at some point in time we're going to lay them out how they should go. But I also do believe in miracles, but I also believe in fate. You know, this is...
Oh, you can't fight fate.
I believe
100%.
that some of the things that we go through is just what we were supposed to. That was our fate. That was our card being dealt to us, and that's why that happened. But yes, I do believe in miracles, because I believe that, you know, you can sit there and you can pray and you can pray and you can pray and you can pray and you can hope, you can well wish, whatever it is that you may do. And that those do get, you know, answered. But then you have to go with, you know, so say something horrific is going on in your life, right? It's absolutely the most horrible thing, and you are praying and you are well wishing and you are hoping and you are sending the good vibes, again, whatever it is that you do, and then that's not answered. And so then you're like, why?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. And a lot of people will come to you and say, well, it just wasn't God's will.
Yeah, or it wasn't in your plan,
Yeah,
or it wasn't,
yeah,
that wasn't the path that you had to walk, or,
right.
you know.
And I do believe in miracles, and the reason why I said that you're the perfect example, for multiple reasons, but for one of the main reasons with me is, before I found Kendra again, and we got together, I still am a bad diabetic, but at this point I was a very, very bad diabetic. I didn't take care of it. I didn't care, and it was just a rough time in my life.
He literally was sitting right here where I'm sitting.
Yeah.
And I was sitting across from him, and I was like, look, I'm a blunt person. If I'm thinking it, it's going to come out my mouth. Sorry if it hurts your feelings. Put a diaper on next time you're around me, okay? Because that's how many blanks I give, too. So I'm going to say what it is that I'm saying. And so he's sitting here, and we are in mid-conversation, and he's all... Blue just looks at me like, what's wrong with you? And so he's sitting there, and he does that, and I looked at him, I was like, hey. And he's like, oh, yeah. I was like, listen, I'm about to hurt your feelings probably, and sorry if it does, but I gotta ask this question. I said, so, hi Tammy. I said,
Hi Tammy.
Are you a diabetic or are you a drug addict? A drug addict, you're gonna be right out that door. You ain't bringing that around my kids. But if you're a diabetic, homie, you ain't controlled.
So yeah, I told her that yeah, I'm a diabetic, and I worked every day, 10 hours a day. I'd go in every weekend. I smoked 3 packs of cigarettes a day, Camel menthols. They were the Jades, Silvers, which is why I hear that right now. But I haven't smoked in how long?
You just hit over 2 years.
Yeah. So I haven't smoked in over 2 years, okay? And it was very bad. And I would come here because I wanted to see her. I'd met her and the kids, thanks to her mom, inviting me into dinner without telling her.
Yeah, my mom broke my cardinal rule. He was new, so he wasn't allowed to meet my kids. I don't think that children should meet every Tom, Dick, and Harry that you have a conversation with. Okay?
Right. I agree. But I think your mom just saw how awesome.
But my mom... Please. But my mom, she was being nosy.
Yep.
So she was supposed to take the kids out that day, and I was going to have him come over here so he could see what my real life was like. Crazy. And so he just pulls up, he's standing outside of the house, and all of a sudden, here comes my mom with the car full of my children. And she stopped. Oh, hi. I didn't know you were going to be here. You did know he was going to be here. It's why you left with the kids in the first place. Taya can vouch. She was here. She didn't know what to do. She was like, I didn't know if I should say hi or if I should just pretend I didn't see him and be rude. And so, yeah, he got to meet them a lot sooner than what I wanted.
I will say this. Caden opened right up to me.
He did. Caden did immediately, which he does not ever do, but yes, he did.
He opened right up to me. So, at this point in my life, real bad diabetic, had been for years. Numbers were 600, close to 700. Man, my ear just popped. I'm sorry, guys. What?
Okay.
And, so, this one day, we're dating, I think, about a month into us dating, right? Caden's face when he saw him. Oh, yeah, Caden's face when he saw him. Smiles. So we about been together for a month, and I would constantly pass out. And God love her, she would invite me over. She'd say, hey, I'm making dinner. Just come over after work. And I would eat, and I'd throw the dishes in the dishwasher for her to help her out. And then I would get on this couch, done. I was gone.
And it wasn't like that whole, you're just tired from work. It was narcolepsy.
I mean, I was tired from work, but this was, my body was just shutting down.
Yeah.
And they made me change boots, you know the story. And if Kendra, this is why I believe in miracles, because this is my miracle, because if I hadn't have been with Kendra, I'd be dead. Because I would have saw that spot, I would have seen my toe turning black, and I just would have...
He would have pretended that nothing was wrong because he doesn't like to deal with crap. He's a typical man.
Don't like to deal with doctors.
He don't like to deal with crap. He's a typical man.
Doctors. And because at one point, like, I can't miss work. I can't miss work. That was not my thing. I can't miss work. What's wrong with you? She took one look at it and said, get in the truck. You're going. I said, Kendra, I can't miss work. If I miss work, they will fire me. Did I not? And she sat there for a couple seconds, and I could tell she was getting pissed. I knew it was coming. And she goes, you either get in the truck or I'm going to put your big ass in the truck. So she took me to urgent care, and at this point it was just a little pin needle on the back of my heel. And they gave me some antibiotics. The next day my entire toe was black. I was still going to go to work. I told her, I said, at the end of the day after work, if it's bad, you could take me to the hospital. She goes, I don't even know why you think you have a choice in this. And she took me. Now, hadn't I not been with her, I would have continued to work until I was dead. The doctor told me in the room, you got to think about this. I'm 30 days in with her. 30 days. All right. This woman stood by me like we had been together for 20 years. Now, I've known Kendra for many years. We dropped off from one another for a lot of years. Now start. And I had to go to a different school. And, see, look, she's dying to say it. Look at her.
I have nothing to say.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
He could keep in contact with Roscoe Royce, but he couldn't keep in contact with me.
Anyway. So, the doctor tells me, he comes in and looks at his boat. You need to get your affairs in order. You need to figure out what you need to do with the power of attorney. He looks at her and goes, are you Mrs. Leemaster? Are you his wife? I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. What?
I didn't even like the girlfriend title, let alone, is this your wife?
Yeah, for real, an entire year before I could call her my girlfriend, I was the not boyfriend. No lie, I was the not boyfriend. She would say that to people. I would like you to meet my not boyfriend, Ed. Which I get. She was measuring things out to see if everything was on the up and up. I get it. And I was cool, was I not? Never pushed you in any way, did I? Okay, because I love her. Look at her. She's gorgeous. Who wouldn't love to look at that face? Yeah. Anyway, so if I hadn't have been with her, I'd be dead.
Yeah, hashtag unsingle.
Hashtag unsingle. That was my thing. That was our thing. I said, we're hashtag unsingle right now.
Yeah.
2021. That's right, damn. Hashtag unsingle 2021. I would say that to her all the time.
The year before that, I just kept calling him my not boyfriend.
Yeah. Then I said, I'm going to get hashtag unsingle 2021 tattooed on me. And she told me not to do it. She goes, don't you do it. And then we went from hashtag unsingle to hashtag engaged. Hey, Logan. To hashtag married.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, if I had not been with her, I'd be dead. My children would be fatherless. And I would not have lived this life that I have with her and my children here. And I would not have known Caden. And that, to think about that, just absolutely makes me just want to cry. Because as much as Caden gets on my nerves, which every kid gets on everybody's nerves, if anybody was to hurt that kid, I'd kill him. Sorry, Facebook, but that is my son. That is one of the loves of my life. And she is too. So if I hadn't have found her and them, I'd be dead. Because I would have just ignored it. And would have kept working. And just would have died. 100%. Because that day when my toe was black as coal, I said, you go have to work. I gotta go. I'm putting my uniform on, was I not? Gotta go to work, gotta make money. That was my thing for some reason. So, yes, I believe in miracles. And I believe that you're a miracle. I believe some of the other things that's happened is a miracle. I believe that God would put us together. That's what I many people have many different beliefs. I get it. But I'm not trying to stomp on anybody's beliefs or anything. But I do. So, you ready for another one?
Sure.
Alright. I had it and I lost it.
That's nothing unusual.
Got a memory thing going on now, guys. I don't know.
He suffers from can't remember.
Yeah.
So do you guys believe in angels and demons here on Earth that you can see? Do you guys believe in that?
Let us know.
While Ed is sitting here thinking.
Trying to remember what the heck I was going to say. Okay, alright. So, this room in this other house, which you have still not gotten your stuff from. If it is hard for you to believe that this stuff exists, that you got to have scientific backings and everything,
Yeah.
why did you not just take your stuff out of the room?
I don't want it. It's tainted.
Why?
Because it's now tainted.
But if it's not truly
It got like some bad juju to it.
But if it's not truly
real, I believe in the fact of don't mess up my space.
What? You just pulled that straight out of your bootay.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I just can't say it how I want to say it.
Yeah, I know. Via Facebook. Okay, we got
lots of yeses.
Lots of yeses. Hi, Irene.
So, I believe that I don't want whatever was in that room.
Which,
I don't want
according to you, scientifically, was nothing.
Messing up my
It was
woosah.
just in your head.
That wasn't in my head. There's a reason why all them other people left all their crap in there too.
Okay, so are you doing it just out of simple paranoia of what could be?
It could be, I don't know, but if they didn't want it and then I don't like that room because of how I got that feeling.
See how she's doing right now?
No.
Dancing around trying to figure out I love doing this.
No.
So let me bring the dolls home.
No.
But it's not real. Nothing can be possessed.
No.
She will not budge on that
You
at
want
all.
a new house?
No.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm happy with our house.
Bring that doll. No. No.
Okay, now, do you believe... Okay, now we're going to go into the Native American aspect of things.
Oh, 110% I believe in all of it.
Okay, so spirit animals,
Yes.
spirit guides. Okay.
Yeah. Tuning.
You can't 100%. And then be like, yeah.
Well, I don't believe a wolf.
Because you know what I'm about to say, and you
I don't, but I don't believe like a wolf is going to tell me how my life is, and that's the path in life that I should follow.
Okay.
But do I believe in the land aspect of it and how it is that like the chiefs and you have all of these individuals? Yes, that part I do. But
Okay, all right.
I don't believe, I mean, I've never been that close with the wolf. Maybe it would lead me somewhere, down the right path, but...
Skinwalkers.
Oh, for the love of Jesus.
Nah. I believe in werewolves. I'm going to say it. Y'all can think I'm crazy if you want. Believe in werewolves. I believe in skinwalkers as well.
I believe in werewolves as much as I believe that Robert Pattinson sparkles like a vampire when the sunlight
Now
hits.
listen.
A werewolf.
Okay, we're jumping. I'm not going on werewolf. I'm going on skinwalkers.
Okay.
Because it's Native American. It's shaman. It's supposed to be a demon of that lore. Okay. So I have told the story on the podcast and on a live and on a ghost story of what we heard. Now you tell me.
I had to wake you up.
No. It was snowing. There was somebody outside screaming. Granted, this ain't the greatest neighborhood, so we figured,
We live in the ghetto. Okay,
Yeah.
That's the ghetto.
So
South
now
side.
hold on. It's snowing like crazy.
It is
All right,
so bad.
and it is not powdery. It's like frosted thickness. Okay. Somebody is outside screaming, "Help me! They're gonna kill me! Help me! They're gonna kill me!" Like it's going around our house. She's ready to run outside in her drawers.
I did run outside.
And what? No footprints.
There was nothing.
Nothing. No footprints at all. Now, the reason why I bring up Skinwalker is the night before, I was on TikTok and I was watching stuff on TikTok. So I'm a little addicted to
It
it.
was not the night before. It was the day after.
No, it was the night before.
No.
Because the voice sounded the same.
No, it was the day.
I can get Logan right now.
It was the day after because you were sitting there listening to it, and I about.
Oh, it
snapped-
was. Oh, yeah,
I
it was
about
the day
snapped
after.
my neck because what I heard coming out of his phone was exactly what I had heard outside that day. And yes, I got up and was going to run outside because, don't come into my neighborhood acting a fool. I'm going to take you out.
Because
This is our-
she can
No.
stop bullets.
Listening.
Right?
Looking like he trying to earn his way on a weed box from the Olympics one day during a drive-by.
Listen.
He did. He ran. He's like, get the kids, get in the house.
Listen. Guns. Kill.
I live on the south side. I'm born and raised with it.
That doesn't give you a force field for bullets.
Andrea, she used to live here. She knows.
Anyway, so she's going to say, I don't know what that was, but there was no feet prints. It sounded like the same thing.
There it wasn't.
The next day, the very next night, same time around 3 o'clock.
2:54.
Yeah, 2:54.
a.m. I will never forget it.
It's what sounds like her mom outside
Yelling.
at somebody.
And so out the door I go again.
And as soon as she gets out the door, there ain't stuff out there. And her mom's not there, and the screaming stops right as she opens the door.
Yep. As soon as I went out on that porch, it was done.
There was no footprints again. There was no nothing. Nobody was out there. We woke her mom up trying to figure out what's going on. Her mom screamed at us.
Yeah, I called her.
Because we wanted to make sure she was okay. So, skinwalkers will mimic voices that you have heard to get you to trust them. To get you to let
She
them in.
missed the one whole part though.
With the people standing out on the porch. So, okay, we look down here at our neighbors, right? And there is what appears to be somebody standing on the porch. And we're like, Did y'all hear that?
Because I thought it was the neighbor. But she don't talk to me. She don't like me.
Poof, gone. Didn't know. Not. I opened the door, walked in, shut it. Just
Gone.
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 I totally
Gone.
believe it. Thank you, Cassie.
But at first, you know, I, of course, logic me. I'm like, it was the neighbor. She just doesn't like me. She just...
So how did she just poof disappear?
I don't know. Maybe she fast. Maybe she had a cape on.
Okay, now fast forward some months, and we get...
Now, mind you, I am not the only one that heard this. Logan also heard this as well the one night. So, go ahead.
So, we have cameras
Everywhere.
everywhere. On our house and on her mom's house.
Yes.
And she's going through footage one night because her mom had found something that looked like something standing in front of our front door.
Hands down.
And something looking out our window to whatever was on the front door.
And you guys have seen this.
Yes.
We posted all of this. You clearly can see something standing in front of the door, but you can see through it.
Yes. And something is looking outside the window.
Which is where the dogs always go back crazy on.
So then we check our camera. We didn't see anything. But across the street, we caught walking in front of her mom's house because her mom's house is lit up like the 4th of
She's
July.
landing airplanes. Delta is in her front lawn. Landing 747s.
My daughter and I are fascinated with the paranormal. Big believers. We want to go some cool investigations. So you should do it, but just make sure you're ready. You've learned everything you need to learn.
Follow him, ask him questions. He'll answer them.
Seriously, Cassie, private message me on here. You can send me a friend request on Ed Lee Master Jr. You can get a hold of me there. I can help you guys out with doing what you need to do to get ready for that. But anyways, so we look at our camera, we don't see nothing, correct? And across the street, you see transparent legs walking in front of the lights. So much so, it is blocking out the lights as it walks by.
Yep. But there's nobody there.
But there's nobody there.
There's nobody. You guys
Absolutely crazy.
You have seen the videos when he has posted them. You've seen the videos.
So, absolutely insane. So, I think...
But there's got to be a logical explanation.
See, look, there's got to be something to it. There was a reflection off the satellite that hit the moon, that beamed down and shined against the house, and something like that. I saw the video footage, and it gave me chills. Hey, thank you, Taya. So, I mean, there's countless more things. We had gone on this thing when I went to see the doctor, and they put this giant boot on my foot to make me be able to walk. So we passed by this one place that's supposedly haunted.
Oh my Lord.
And
Jesus.
I'm walking around it. I see that they're working on the building. There's a hole in the wall.
He went through the hole in the wall that they were trying to repair. Literally.
So I went in, and
you did a B&E.
I didn't. It was open. Okay.
It's just because there's holes.
There's holes. So I go in, and I'm taping this hallway, and this is also up on paranormallinkohio.com.
And I'm the one that saw it, and I went.
She's the one that saw it, and she showed it to me. And I'm standing there, and I'm just taping. I'm trying to be quiet because even though I was loud in there because there was a hole in the wall, I'm still trying to be quiet. And the shadow just straight comes across.
Again, you can see through it. It's not a human being because you can see the chair. You can see the checkered like flooring or some kind of pattern floor. You can see all of that in the background. Now, me being a non-believer, 110%, that was real. Freaked me out. And I threw him his phone back again and prayed.
She said, "Where you been?" I said, "I went around back." And she go, "Oh," I said, "Yeah." I said, "We can go ahead and go now." Because some people had heard me in there, I think, and they said, "What was that?" And I got out real fast, even though I was allowed in there because there was a hole in the wall. Don't break in there.
So if I go ahead and drive past Huntington Bank and there's a hole there, I can just walk right on in.
No, it's different. There's money in there.
Okay.
So, but I learned my lesson. I don't do that anymore because she thoroughly.
I'm gonna walk into a building, and number one, you are in a cast. You can't run. I mean, what is you gonna do, Hop?
I mean,
I'd be like watching Captain Hook try to run down the street.
I mean, I've done this for
on
years.
peg leg.
I've done this for years.
And
And
you're old now, homie.
I know, right? But so she thoroughly chewed me out all the way back home. Could not believe, you are a grown man. What are you doing? Are you stupid?
Know how much you'd have a jail record. We'd have court fees. Are you insane?
This place is haunted.
It
And
is.
I saw an opening and I took it.
Literally, you saw an opening.
And I took it. So, but I don't condone that. I don't do it anymore.
That's a bold-faced lie.
What? What?
Oh, I don't know. Houston Woods?
Alright, listen.
Yes, that's my boy. I do not do that. Listen, Pinocchio, alright? Pretty soon that camera's about to fall over. He does still do it, and he yet again did it right in front of me, in the middle of nowhere, in front of nowhere. All of a sudden, he's entering this obviously broken down, abandoned house, and he was like,
Oh, crying, dude.
I hear, oh God, don't step on that. And I was like, where did you go? I thought he was in the front of the house taking a photograph. No, he climbed through the window when there was obviously a door on the side that definitely wasn't locked. Let's put it that way.
In my defense,
I don't do that.
It was abandoned, and I wasn't there to vandalize. I was there to just simply look and leave.
Then he says to me, he goes, I almost fell through that floorboard.
Oh, the floorboard
Well,
is
God,
weak.
you should have fell through the floorboard. You shouldn't even been in there. Talking about you fell. What am I supposed to do? Call 911? Yeah, my husband was dumb. What's the emergency? My husband was dumb. Didn't you hear me the first time?
Missy says, just remember, Ed, everyone for themselves when you're in trouble. I mean, that's right.
I told him, he was like, what would you done if the police came? I said, I'd have been like, he's like 7 foot tall and the dumb butt is inside that house and all I heard was, oh, don't step on that. No.
Listen, I wanted to go back in the middle of the night.
He did.
And because there was something in this house.
Then had the balls to say, hey, you want to go back to the house with me? What house?
You want to not say balls on Facebook?
Oh, Facebook.
Just because you a Facebook convict don't mean that I want to be one.
Anyway, bring back Tom. Anyway, so he's like, you want to go back to him? No, I don't. Listen, I'm 40 years old. I got a parking ticket. I got a ticket when I was like 16 because my speakers and my bang was too loud and I had neons on my car.
Thug.
But
And I'm the bad guy.
I'm a thug. I was into cars. And does it look like no. I don't ever in my life want to meet Big Bertha, okay? And orange is not my color. So no.
So, yeah. Like, now I don't do that stuff. What? I can't even go nowhere.
He was just making plans to go back to this abandoned town that you're not supposed to be in because the United States government probably done hatched a UFO there with Sasquatch. And
You talking about Cedar Bog or are you talking about Helltown? 'Cause I want to go to both.
Helltown, the one that you've already.
Helltown was first off, you don't break into Helltown. It's open to the public.
It literally has chains on it.
Now, you can walk through it now. You can walk through it now. Granted, when I went, you couldn't, but now you can walk through it.
Just because the chains have an area for you to walk around
There was
does not mean that you can walk
there
through
was
it.
people walking through the town.
Oh, so they did it, so you got to do it too?
I mean, yeah. Duh. I said, man, I don't know if we're allowed in there. Somebody said, hey, man, you can go. I said, cool, let's roll. Let's go.
Let me tell you, I will never show up to your court hearing. I will get you a longer sentence.
So we go to Helltown, right? All right, this place is amazing. It's in New Boston, Ohio. I think it's like around Cleveland, Ohio. And this place is stuck in time. Like, they evacuated this whole place in the 70s. The military did, and never...
They couldn't take nothing.
They couldn't take anything. Nothing.
Their family photos.
They're all in the house, right? They're all in the house.
Mills are still there.
And these houses are gorgeous, right? So I'm up on this top balcony, like, I want to live here. Can we do, like, squatters' rights? You know, like... But I tried to get into the house. That I wanted to get into. But they got these places so locked down, these houses in this town, so locked down that I don't even think a safecracker could get through these things. It was pretty cool though. Like, there's a lot of legends out there. And
you're lucky you don't have a third eyeball. There's a reason why the United States government put that place on lockdown and evicted all these people. They didn't get nothing.
They're hiding something.
I know. So why you want to go to find out what they're hiding?
Because over the years, while it was shut down, supposed Satan worshippers had killed a bunch of people there, and now the place is haunted.
Okay.
I mean, duh.
This is why I like the living.
See, she doesn't, like, when I talk about investigation, she's like,
listen,
just tell me what happened inside.
If don't do it, if it's you're gonna catch a case. Simple as that.
Logan thinks it's cool, don't you, Logan? Paranormal investigator.
Oh, yes.
See, ha!
Well, yeah, because they went to a place together.
Oh yeah, went to Waverly Hills.
Well, I was not just that one. We did that, then the Ohio
Reformatory.
Then
We
you guys
went.
did
Oh,
the
we Crybaby Bridge. And me and Logan got some cool stuff at Crybaby Bridge.
He said, "You gotta hear this stuff." That is my baby boy, okay?
Yeah, dude, she was so mad because I'd say, hey, you want to go? He said, yeah, I want to go.
Like he's older, but that's my baby boy. And now you talking about, did you hear that? Then cars were rolling up and lights were there.
I had it under control.
And then, like, my kid was there. I'm going to tell you what, I am 10 times worse than a ghost, let me tell you.
I had it under control. He was all right. He is an adult.
You will be praying for a ghost.
He's an adult. He said yes.
He'd be 50 years old. You going to take him over there, going to get like
as soon as I can walk
Satanism
again,
in him and some redneck hillbillies
see,
going to put a bullet in his butt.
I said as soon as I can walk again, we got to go back. He said yes.
No. I tell you what.
And when Caden gets old enough.
I tell you what. No. Next.
Alright, so we have been on here.
This is one of your best videos you've ever done because I'm there.
Oh my God, stop it. We've been on here for an hour and 33 minutes. Usually my shows last
like 25 minutes.
25, 30 minutes, so.
Your comments aren't working. You gotta scroll it up. When you touched it earlier, you messed up.
Oh crap. I went to Crybaby Bridge as a teenager.
That's where they went.
Yeah, I went there too as a teenager. And crazy stuff happened.
No.
But she's all, he's my baby boy, he's fine.
No. It wasn't fine.
Like the whole time. I had to leave my phone away from me because she'd be, everything okay? Everything alright?
Yeah. Yeah, but that's where they went. It was Crybaby Bridge. Now, I have been to Crybaby Bridge in the daylights to do photos, but no. I am not going there at nighttime. Well, I'll tell you, he's every night. He's like, I want to go there. You want to drive me out the crib? No.
Now I want her to take me to Cedar Bog in her van, and she won't do it.
No.
I said, just drop me off for like 2-3 hours and come pick me up. What's going to happen? But now, I could look at her.
All I know is I have to have a body for the life insurance.
All I got to do is make her mad, though. And I'll be like, I want to go see. Okay, I'll take you right now. Mm-hmm, go ahead.
No, that's not true, because if I'm upset, I go cleaning.
Yeah, that's true, too. She gets in like this mad cleaning mode.
Yeah, like I'm already anally OCD in the first place. Like, they're so mean because they'll move stuff just so I have to go back through and put it back where it goes. But no, I just get into a deep clean mode.
I was such an ASS one time. Me and her had gotten to a disagreement.
What the heck? Oh, did I say that out loud? My bad.
Ditto. We got into a disagreement. And
comments aren't working again.
What the crap? Okay, so question. Do you think demons, ghosts, spirits, whatever you want to call them, can know when you're trying to catch them? Stops. As soon as you try to do it. Yes, I believe that they...
You get more comments.
Hey, but it won't go up. See?
I don't know what's going on with it.
Yes, I do believe that they know that we're trying to catch them, and then they try to hide as fast as possible. I do.
Why? Why wouldn't they want you?
Because they don't want you to believe, because evil spirits, demonic forces want to trick you. There's a reason why they call Satan the father of all lies. The biggest thing that Satan has done to man is to make man believe that he's not real. And I'll tell you why. Because if you believe he's not real, he can get you. You're not putting your guard up. You're just open. You know what I mean? So these things want to try to hide and stay away and not be caught. That way they can continue on doing what they're doing. And if they're caught and they become mainstream, that's it. That could cause something else totally bigger than what we want.
See, that's where I disagree on, because I believe that there isn't demons. That humans are just evil.
Evil, yes.
Some, not all.
So
there's not a kind of sort of evil person. So black or white.
You're either evil or you're not.
Good, yeah.
So anyway, we got to a disagreement one time. Pretty heavy disagreement. And she made me so mad that I went around the house and started moving things. Because I knew she was mad. And she was going to come out and start cleaning. And like clockwork, here she comes. Mopping. And doing all this other stuff. Mm-hmm. Just giving me, I'm going to kill you looks. The whole time she's doing this. And she's like, who moved this? Wait, this ain't where this goes. And then she finally put two and two together and was like, then I wasn't even more good. Because I don't know when to stop.
Preach to that. So,
we are one of the most loving couples you'll ever see, but we too have disagreements. Do we not, babe?
Yeah.
Every couple does.
I have a plot picked out for him.
Yeah.
In a cornfield somewhere.
Yeah. She really does, like for real. And no lie. No lie. But I'm going to go ahead and call it there for tonight, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I want to do more. I want to do more of this. So if you guys like this and you would like to have more special guests, maybe I can get Kendra to come back again one night.
Maybe one of you guys could be a special guest.
Maybe you could be a special guest, because you can join my live from your house on your tablet, phone, computer, whatever. And then I can do an interview with you guys. Maybe you guys have got some paranormal things that's happened to you.
Like Missy. Missy made a comment, so I'm just going to throw her under that bus right now. Because she made the comment earlier that she never believed in it until
something
experienced it.
So Missy. If you're still on here.
She is. I see her. She's right beside Taya and Irene and Cassie.
Okay. Send me a message. Either here, or if we're not friends on Facebook yet, Ed Lee Master Jr., send me a friend request.
I think you are friends.
Out, Roger. or you can direct message me on there and let me know if you want to do this. We could talk about your... What?
Blue, she did that just to get him away from me.
What happened was, Blue went over to the door and barked because she was mad because Roger was over here next to her. So she knew if she barked, Roger would go down there and look, and then boom, Blue. The dogs are geniuses. So yeah, any of you, it was fun. Cool, thank you, Missy. So, and
Thank
Taya,
you, Ruth.
I would love to be a guest again. We'd love to have you, Tay. You're my daughter. I'd love to have you on here. But thank you, Ruth. Did Ruth say something?
Yes, she's above Taya.
Thank you, Ruth. I'm about to drop the whole phone. Okay. So, again, send me a message on here, guys. Either here on Paranormal League Ohio or Ed Lee Master Jr. And you guys can be a part of this, too.
Jennifer Clark made a comment, too, but I didn't see her.
What did it say?
Hi, Jennifer. I don't know, because when you touch it, it goes away.
What?
Yeah, I saw it. Get your finger away from the camera.
I'm
part.
trying! I'm not good with this. She's the one that's good with this stuff. I love this. It was a great time. I hope you all have a great night. You too, Andrea, and thank you for being so patient and understanding with my foot. And I know that we're doing an investigation at some point with this, and we're going to get to you when we can. It shouldn't be much longer. Tell Caden hi for me.
She said good evening. I sure will. He's with his sister right now because I don't allow him to be around talks like this.
Yeah. I don't want him around stuff like this either. So, but I want to thank Kendra for coming out here and being a part of the show. Means the world to me.
Well, I had to. I needed to make sure you had a good show this month.
Means the world to me. I had, my wife, who is a good piece of arm candy, and
I'm about to be hit up for something, y'all.
And I'm glad you guys enjoyed all of this.
I know.
And I hope you guys just have a good weekend and a good rest of your night. So you guys, podcast tomorrow night. We're starting back up with those all the way through the week, and then we'll have different things posted on the website as well. And I guess I will talk to you guys later. Kendra, would you like to say bye to everybody?
Bye, everybody.
Bluebell says bye.
I'm glad I got to hang out with you guys tonight.
Thank you so much, guys. And have a good night. Bye, everyone.